Thanks for coming back to the HPT with Fred Bevel. I'm Chris Hansen. Let's take a look at the remaining players' chip counts tonight.
Well, Jason is our chip leader, enjoying just a little under a 2-to-1 chip lead over his closest rival, Rich. And Leon, as we said, once the chip leader, clinging to third place with just $1 million in chips.
Well, Fred, there are millions of people watching across the country tonight, and they all wish they were in one of these seats because someone tonight, Fred, is walking away with an HPT championship and nearly $250,000. You know the players are ready. I'm ready. You ready?
I am ready.
Here we go. Season number 3, Championship Open winner will be crowned tonight. So let's throw the cards in the air and play some poker.
It should be pretty exciting, Chris. All of these players splashing around the final table so far. Blinds moving up to 30 and 60,000. First to act will be our short stack, Chris Brand.
He will fold. The Copeg cards whole cam show the Wayne Gretzky for Leon, pocket nines.
Last week on the Heartland Poker Tour, we saw Leon going into a backward slide, giving up the chip lead to passive post-flop play.
Fred, Leon likes to call himself the sailor because he can handle the waves of no-limit poker, the ups and the downs. Well, Fred, he is definitely on the bottom of the wave. He needs to get back to the top.
Call.
He raised and Rich calls with Queen 10 offsuit.
I've been waiting for you, Leon.
Here comes the flop. It is Queen Ace 5.
Not a good flop for wire nines here. Rich pairs his queen.
200,000.
Boy, Leon in a bad way right now. He tried to raise it up with the wired nines. 2 overs come on the flop.
He folds face up to show Rich that he's laying down the nines. Will Rich show that he had a queen?
You can show now.
Do I got him?
No, you don't have to. I mean, there is no rule.
Yellow, baby!
I would give you too much information if I did that, now wouldn't I? Leon, if it makes any... I had you.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah.
There ain't no doubt in my mind, my friend.
I'm due for a lie, but I just don't know when.
I'm due for a lie.
I just don't know when it's going to happen. It's the voices in my head.
No, I can read.
Well, Rich has been the most animated player at this final table, and Fred, for an engineer, he is rather talkative.
You're saying as a profession, engineer is not the most socially extroverted of the bunch?
Well, we didn't find out, is he engineer or like engineer as in train engineer, maybe? All right, back to the action at the final table. And Jason has 10-7 of hearts. He will limp in on the button, and it's 8 deuce of diamonds for Boomer.
A perplexed-looking Boomer.
Call.
Making a call with 8 deuce.
Ah, Fred, be easy on him. He's in the small blind. Let's see what happens. King 8 offsuit for Chris in the big blind. If you're wondering why we're calling Rich Boomer, it's because his friends say he looks just like Boomer Esiason. I don't know how many beers it takes to get to that point where you think it really does look like Boomer, but hey, I'll give it to him.
Type of circus mirror you got to be looking into, but...
Well, Chris checks his option in the big blind. 3 of the 4 players this final table will see the flop. Leon on the outside looking in. And here comes the flop. It's deuce 5 ace with 2 clubs. And Rich checks after hitting a pair of deuces.
Yeah, Rich went from the worst hand to the best hand.
But Chris has taken the lead in this hand with the betting. He bets out 60,000.
And Jason not buying it. He's going to raise it up with just 10 high. And now you got Chris who opened the betting, Jason who raised it, and Rich's best hand right now in the deuces is going to go into the muck.
And Chris will fold, and so our chip leader picks up a nice big 3-way pot here.
We get one step closer to a champion when we come back.